He was massive. That's how Ingrid Bergman once described Gregory Peck in her memoir. Not just tall. Not just broad-shouldered. Massive in presence, in spirit, in the quiet gravity he carried into a room. And when a woman like Bergman, who had stood opposite giants, chose a word like that, it meant something. Because Ingrid Bergman herself was monumental. Born in Stockholm in 1915, Bergman's life began in loss. She lost her mother at 3, her father at 12. Orphaned, shy, and uncertain, she found refuge where so many legends do, on the stage. At the Royal Dramatic Theatre School, the same institution that trained Greta Garbo, her natural, unadorned style began turning heads. There was nothing artificial about her. No calculated glamour. Just truth. That truth carried her from Swedish cinema to Hollywood in 1939, where producer David O. Selznick cast her in the American remake of Intermezzo. Almost overnight, audiences were captivated. Then came 1942, Casablanca. As Ilse Lund opposite Humphrey Bogart, Bergman gave the world one of cinema's most unforgettable performances. The lighting caught her luminous face at Rick's Cafe, but it was the conflict in her eyes, love versus duty, that made the film eternal. 2 years later, she won her first Academy Award for Gaslight, portraying a woman psychologically manipulated into doubting her sanity. The vulnerability she displayed wasn't theatrical, it was raw, real. She followed it with Hitchcock's Notorious alongside Cary Grant, proving she could balance elegance with emotional fire. But Bergman never chose the safe path. At the height of her fame, she fell in love with Italian director Roberto Rossellini. The affair, scandalous, public, unforgiving, cost her Hollywood's favor. She left America and immersed herself in Italian neorealism, making bold films like Stromboli. The industry that once adored her turned its back. But Ingrid didn't bend. She followed her heart, endured the criticism, and years later returned triumphantly with Anastasia, winning her second Oscar, a symbolic homecoming. Her personal life was layered. Marriages to Peter Lindstrom, Rossellini, and later Lars Schmidt, children including Isabella Rossellini, who would forge her own artistic path. Through scandal, motherhood, divorce, and reinvention, Bergman remained fearless. And then there was Gregory Peck. When they worked together, she felt challenged, seen, transformed. He filled the room, she wrote. Not with ego, but with integrity. In an industry fueled by vanity, Peck's steadiness moved her. She described moments of forgetting her lines, not from nerves, but from being genuinely transported by his presence. Massive, she said, because his soul was. In the 1970s, another battle began, breast cancer. Even after surgery, even as the disease spread, she continued to perform. Her work in Autumn Sonata under director Ingmar Bergman, no relation, was devastatingly powerful, mirroring her own emotional trials. Frail but unbroken, she later portrayed Golda Meir in A Woman Called Golda, earning a posthumous Emmy. Her body weakened. Her artistry did not. On August 29, 1982, her 67th birthday, Ingrid Bergman passed away in London. By her bedside lay The Little Prince, a story about innocence, love, and what truly matters. At her memorial, As Time Goes By, the song she immortalized in Casablanca, played once more. Her grandson later said that amid the chaos of flashing cameras, he realized something profound. She wasn't just his grandmother. She belonged to the world. And she still does.